On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, we'll learn about policy change through research, automotive parts manufacturing, smart lighting solutions, plus lots more. Public policy affects us in many ways, including the roads we drive on, the schools our children attend, and many other aspects of our daily lives. But what exactly is public policy, and how can good policy keep government efficient and accountable? Let's go inside the blueprint to learn more.
Public policy sets the foundation for those government officials to provide the services that we consume.
Founded in 1916, Citizens Research Council of Michigan is a nonpartisan, independent organization who's been instrumental in providing factual, unbiased information on significant local and regional issues.
We achieve our goals by getting the information out there. If people understand what good looks like, then they're going to talk to their elected officials and tell them, pay attention to that research and do what it's recommending. The Citizens Research Council does not lobby. We work very hard to educate. We educate the elected officials charged with making decisions. We educate the citizens who are electing them, and as an initiative state, those citizens are often charged with making the policy decisions themselves.
Accuracy, objectivity, and independence are at the forefront of effective public policy analysis.
4 areas of focus for the Citizens Research Council is pay attention to finances, analyze the structure and organization of our state and local government system, do deep dive analysis of policy issues, and finally, we work very hard to promote the economy, efficiency, accountability of our state and local government. The Citizens Research Council has 6 policy experts that focus on state finances, on local government finances, on health policy on the state and infrastructure, and we have a policy expert focused exclusively on the city of Detroit. And the beauty of our research when we're putting all that together is we're going to give you all the information you need as a consumer to understand the issues. The Citizens Research Council is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. We have a board of directors representing different businesses, different citizen groups throughout the state. They choose me as the president of the organization. There's a number of factors that go into setting our research agenda, but ultimately we're trying to improve government. For the most part, our projects are paid for through the donations of individuals, businesses, foundations, but once in a while we have a project that somebody is willing to pay for.
One of the biggest challenges that I have as a researcher is bringing that information that's so complex into simple language that our legislators and our citizenry can understand, and that's what the Research Council provides.
Facts matter. Citizens Research Council of Michigan has been involved in various research initiatives that help government and the public to better understand the issues at hand.
We always have projects going on. One of the recent ones we published this summer is looking at the state funding of innovation in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. And that is now leading to discussions all over the state with people interested in that subject area. And it's being used to develop policy that we think in the next legislature will play out and reform.
It has always astounded me, the utility of all of the research that the Research Council does. It helps all kinds of municipalities of all sizes throughout the state of Michigan to do their jobs, serve the citizens of the state of Michigan, and to really understand how to improve government. Institutions like the Research Council are pivotal to really looking into the deep questions that we need answered to make our government work well.
The Emerging Leaders Council is a new program we put together targeted towards 18 to 35-year-olds. And from our perspective, they're going to be the leaders of the future. So we want them to have the grounding to understand policy at a young age and follow this work of the Citizens Research Council as they build their careers. Journalists come to us to find the information to build their stories, and they often come to us to fact check. Our relationship with the media is very important, and that's very important to you as residents and citizens of the state to understand everything that's going on.
For more information about Citizens Research Council of Michigan, visit their website, crcmich.org. And of course, visit our website, InsideTheBlueprint.com. Quality automotive parts are essential for maintaining vehicle performance and safety without breaking the bank. These parts are designed to meet or exceed standards, offering reliable alternatives for repairs and upgrades.
In 2010, DMac was founded by Rich Carroll and myself. We took on an opportunity with Chrysler Mopar to remanufacture AC compressors. From there, we've grown the company substantially in the automotive parts, manufacturing, engineering, and validation. Our mission is to provide a high-quality replacement part at a competitive cost for our customers.
DMac Industries is proud to be a leader in providing full engineering services for a wide variety of automotive products that have been manufactured globally.
We work in the agriculture and automotive industries. What separates DMac from our competition is the fact that every part is validated, tested prior to packaging and before we ship it to our customer. The engineering services we provide at DMac are prototyping, reverse engineering, remanufacturing, and design development.
Each part is engineered to ensure the highest quality and performance levels possible are achieved.
We work with our customer's warranty team to evaluate their failure modes. We provide a warranty teardown analysis of the customer's return warranty product. This allows us to pinpoint the initial failure mode so that we can provide a much higher quality product for our customers. Some of the key benefits we offer our customer by doing this failure analysis is to lower their warranty rates, which saves them cost. All of our products go through rigorous testing from life cycle, environmental, fit, form, and function. All of our manufacturing facilities must adhere to the IATF 16949 quality standard, which gives us the confidence that the product coming through our door is at the highest quality standard available.
We use a software called Connect Plus that allows us to keep track and validate all of our product. We utilize hands-on inspections before finalization of our product. Connect Plus helps us keep track of all of our product, including product that did not make it to finalization and is in quarantine to help us repair and keep track of these things.
DMac will always have the product you need on hand, and if they don't, you can trust they'll find it, make it, or engineer it.
The forecast management service that DMac Industries provides entails a couple items. We look at the customer sales on a weekly basis. We also manage the customer's 12-month estimated annual forecast. This allows us to have product in our distribution facility to meet our customers' demand. This also takes into account seasonal sales and promotions that our customers might have throughout the calendar year. We identify new customers by attending several trade shows throughout the year. Having constant communication with new potential customers, we hear inventory concerns, fill concerns, and also quality concerns. Based on the pain points we hear, it allows us to address concerns and then focus on new customers. Long-term customers allow us to improve our products, our services, and it also allows us to get into additional lines based on our past performance. DMac looks into expansion and new products in a unique way. We're always evaluating vehicles in operation and trying to understand what products meet the customer demand. An example of our expansion, we're now offering brake products, which includes brake pads, rotors, calipers. We also have a full line of filtration offerings and wiper blades.
We offer a full warranty return program, which allows us to perform a failure analysis mode on the products returned and provide data to our customers. DMac launched a full line of OES AC compressors, which allowed our customers a 75% warranty reduction. DMac recently took on a project for one of our agriculture customers. The solution we came up with for them was a fuel pump replacement. They were just about to shut down their assembly lines, and within 9 months, we delivered a fuel pump for them to continue their production, not shut down their line, and stay in business. The future is bright at DMac. We've doubled our footprint over the past year, and we expanded our product lines and our customer base.
For more information about DMac Industries, visit their website, dmacind.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Launched in 2000 in Gardena, California, a small company dedicated to the idea of environmentally conscious, sustainable production of lighting products, Visionaire Lighting quickly expanded in both reputation and size.
From the beginning, we started doing smaller scale jobs, everything from parks to sports facilities, and then got into automotive lighting. And as the company grew, we got into more large scale projects like smart cities and street lighting.
Fred, the president and owner of our company, was also involved in tennis, and so they wanted to start doing tennis lighting. And so we initially started by lighting tennis courts with HID, or high intensity discharge lamps.
Our company initially started with just assembling products, and over the years, we brought more and more processes in-house. Now today, we are a completely vertically integrated company who manufactures all of its different components here in our facility.
The advent of commercially viable solid-state, or LED lighting, was the first significant change in the industry in over 100 years.
The new technology that Visionaire has and why it's going to make us stand out is because an open platform, it's a single pane of glass. Currently, in today's lighting market, if I am with a university or if I'm with a city, I want to be able to control my lights, I want to be able to control my parking sensors, my oxygen sensors, any kind of thing, and any time I want to do that, I have to do that on a separate login, a separate program. What's unique to Visionaire is we're an open protocol, which means we have different devices from different manufacturers that we could bring in and all operate on our own user interface.
Because solid-state lighting was essentially a small computer, it enabled other connected devices to interface with lighting for the first time at this level. This was the birth of smart lighting.
The technology that I designed, that I developed, was a platform, a very agnostic, unique platform where we could have multiple softwares on one pane of glass. So I could actually take it to where I could bring in 3 or 4 different types of software, bring it into one, and be able to visualize everything on a single pane of glass.
In the light fixtures there's a real estate. There's a platform inside there which allows that. The light itself's not detecting that movement, but there would be a computer or brain chip that's inside that platform that allows you to be able to signal what's going on based on the camera.
Visionaire manufactures its own printed circuit boards in-house in its Surface Mount Technology, or SMT, facility. Each board is individually tested and analyzed for quality. This ensures the elevated level of product quality and longevity.
We have robots doing injection molding, making the optics for our LED fixtures. We have a SMT room, which is surface mount technology, which will pick an LED off of a reel and place it onto our printed circuit board. We have a pattern shop, or sandcasting for die cast.
Just like the smartphone's evolution over the years, Pangea Link technology will integrate with applications we haven't even imagined yet. There's a street light almost every place you look, which can support this technology in the future.
When you talk about the future and the application, it's really unlimited, and it's allowed us to continue to keep desiring the city's wants and needs and learning them as they're learning them at the same time.
The great thing about our technology is it's really future-proof. Because we are an open-ended platform, that means that whatever you have currently today, if you're happy with it, that's great, but if you realize you have a need and you need to incorporate something else into that system, you could do that in the future. So if you want to bring cameras onto it, if you want to bring smart water meters onto it, you're allowed to do that in the future because it's an open-ended platform.
The future for Visionaire is actually very, very bright. We're really developing things today and future-proofing our fixtures to where people can actually have access to this stuff 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. As you know, software never stops. It's always an evolving thing. So in some cases, we know where we are today, but it could change in 24 months. It could be a totally different technology. So we're trying to stay on the cutting edge of that.
For more information about this new technology, please visit visionairelighting.com. Where does innovation come from? More often than not, it stems from a need or a problem that requires a solution. This is what inspires the engineers, technicians, and research scientists at Owens Corning. Owens Corning is not only a world leader in insulation, they've taken it to a whole new level altogether. Insulation used to be thought of as just a way to keep in and/or keep out heat and cold. But the folks at Owens Corning have been developing and manufacturing some of the most dynamic and functional insulation in the biz. Now, when talking about insulation, you should include descriptors like acoustics and fire resistance. In a business where innovation is the name of the game, Owens Corning isn't afraid to push the envelope to stay ahead of the competition.
My name's Julian Francis. I'm the president of the insulation business at Owens Corning. And in that capacity, I have accountability for the global operations of the insulation business. Today, Owens Corning consists of three businesses: our roofing business, our insulation business, and our glass fiber reinforcements business, all really founded on the basis of glass fiber, the invention back in 1938. And then after the post-war boom in construction of single-family homes, the insulation business really started to take off. Residential construction is probably where we're most famous, with our iconic pink insulation that was introduced as early as 1950s. In 2013, we bought into a business, we acquired a business called Thermofiber, which is a mineral wool product. So actually it's made of waste material from steel manufacturing, but it melts at a much higher temperature, and so it's very, very good at both its thermal performance, but also its fire-resistive properties.
Angie is a technical services leader with Owens Corning, who develops fire control systems using mineral wool as insulation.
Owens Corning Thermofiber pioneered the first perimeter fire containment system. And we designed these life safety systems around our mineral wool insulation products. And so it's systems like this that we install in some of the high-rise buildings like One World Trade Center. So a perimeter fire containment system is constructed primarily out of mineral wool insulation. And really, the mineral wool insulation is the workhorse behind the assembly, just because it can resist very high temperatures for a very long period of time. We have containment systems that offer protection up to 3 hours, so that it allows more time in a building for people to evacuate safely. Over here we have a representation of a curtain wall in an exterior high-rise building. We see the Thermofiber Owens Corning mineral wool insulation is covering and protecting a portion of that exterior wall. The critical part of the assembly, though, is really the barrier. And this is where you have a joint between the floor slab and the exterior curtain wall. Now imagine if you did not fill that void with any material, fire would have a free path to spread from floor to floor.
Today we're using the ASTM E84 Steiner tunnel to assess the surface burning characteristics of our mineral wool insulation. So in the E84 tunnel test, this sample is top-loaded in a ceiling orientation so that when the flames come up, they hit the bottom of the sample, just like on every sample, even comparison samples. From there, it depends on what the product is made of. We'll then determine how far down the flame front travels down the surface of the material. These are the results from the ASTM E84 Steiner tunnel test. We get a flame spread index and a smoke developed index, and those help us meet the codes.
This particular apparatus is the E119 small-scale quarter wall test. So basically, this is a wall furnace, and this would be our mock curtain wall, insulated with the mineral wool insulation. And we would have a window opening here on the full-scale test. We'll fill this room with fire, and we'll get to temperatures well above 1800 degrees Fahrenheit to demonstrate the fire-resistive performance of the wall system itself.
Owens Corning's thermofiber insulation is not only flame resistant, but it also has noise reduction capabilities.
I'm Corey Taylor. I'm the technical lead for the Acoustic Research Center. This is where we design, develop, and evaluate the acoustic performance of our material. So we're going to be running our ASTM E90 test, and this evaluates the sound performance from room to room. The only way sound energy is going to get from our source room to our receive room is through the wall partition that we have in place. So we're going to start this test, and what we're actually measuring is the sound pressure levels over time. So these are the levels of our source room, and here we can see that we are about 95, 97 decibels in our source room. And if we look at the receive chamber, the levels in there are around 60 decibels, just a little under. So what that tells us is that the wall that we have in place is mitigating approximately 30 decibels of sound at this one particular frequency.
Not all thermofiber products are created equal. We need different product designs for different applications. Our light density products are designed for interior applications to ensure that our homes are quieter, more comfortable, and safer in the event of a fire in a residential zone. On the other hand, our heavy density products are better used in perimeter applications on the outside of buildings to deliver that superior fire performance that is required.
We focus very deeply on the overall performance of the building. So not just from a thermal standpoint as when people think about insulation, but also acoustics, life safety, and then the overall performance of the building through a building science outlook, moisture protection, air infiltration. So many of these things we design into our products. It's not just about insulating a home thermally against cold or against heat, but also the performance of the building as a whole, acoustics, fire, how it interacts with other systems in the building. And that means we just have to be experts in the building science.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to become part of Inside the Blueprint, go to our website, insidetheblueprint.com.